insurance on this car?
No.
It must be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
Oh, look at those low rates.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. It's early today. It's 3 p.m. Central Time on, Tuesday? We're going to be talking about some fantasy. We got a couple special guests here. Oh, I forgot to tag him on Twitter. But we got some secret happenings going on with these promo streams. And welcome. I just tweeted this out. So if you guys are out there, spread the word. We're going to be hanging out for a little bit, probably like a half hour, talking about some sword and sorcery, fantasy stuff, and some drawing, too, is going to be happening. The first time we're making this happen. But let me introduce the one, the only, the man. There's no one more passionate about drawing than this guy right here. Passion for drawing.
Yes, there is no one. Absolutely zero.
What's up, man?
What's up?
I know. You come on my stream with your camera, but you go on other streams, you don't have camera. You don't have your camera.
Every single stream I've done to promote this work, I've been on camera.
Maybe I haven't watched them.
Yeah.
Were you on camera on Crackheads?
Yes, I was.
That was last night. That's right.
Yes, I was on there.
All right. I got, during the stream, I have a chocolate-covered strawberry that I might choose to eat. Who knows? You know, these are from Jewel Osco. Now you're a
Chicago,
familiar with Jewel,
yep.
Chicagoan, so you know what Jewel is. But I went to a Rocky Mountain chocolate factory to get chocolate-covered strawberries for my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I got 12 of them. $60.
You could have made those for like $8.
Dude, the Jewel ones, they come in this heart-shaped thing, 4 of them. They're bigger than the ones I got from the chocolate factory.
Okay.
And they were, my mom said, like $5 for 4.
So that's $20.
Yeah.
You could have made like a whole dozen or even more by yourself for like $8.
What a ripoff.
Yeah, you just freeze them or whatever. My mom used to make them all the time.
Oh, God. All right, and we have another guest here who's he's jumping into the deep end on the Zaid Comics channel right now. Something new he pitched me. He wants to get his face out there. He wants everybody to know who the kid is.
We got to promote him on my promotion. Okay.
No, he's not getting promoted. He's going to put a bag over his head while he's on. He's just going to be drawing one of your characters here that we're going to be talking about from this book. Welcome, everybody. CG's the own. The kid, he's that's what we're calling him. The kid, Tommy Patterson. Tommy.
What's up?
How's it going?
Just listen to this guy here being all selfish, not wanting to share the stream. I'm going to be drawing his character.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Tommy, I have to send you this page so you could actually see some of the characters. We'll be looking.
I'm on the Indiegogo, so I was just going to draw this this barbarian looking fella.
Oh, kick ass.
Armis, probably.
That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Tommy Patterson is an awesome artist. He's done work for Malin on the Runer story. He did the line work on that, and he actually drew my whole Graveyard Shift story, the side supplemental for Graveyard Shift 4 that I wrote. So that was our tag teaming on that with Jimmy Reyes doing the inks on that, looking spectacular. And I think more people need to see Tommy's work. We'll shine some light on him.
Yeah, Tommy's a great artist. You are a great artist. I'm just joking around. You fantastic artist, dude. I saw your work. It's great. So I'm excited to see what you do.
Yeah. So today he's going to be seen and not heard.
So we got 30 minutes, right? Roughly.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about stuff. But first, I want to talk about. You can get a head start if you want, Tommy. But I want to talk about
printing out the reference.
Passion, you've been around longer than I have in most things. I'd say in CG, in life,
yeah.
And the first book you put out was a coloring book.
Yes,
ballsy. It's a ballsy move there. But that was a success. I have one of those. A lot of OGs have that coloring book too.
I still have a bunch too.
Yeah, and it's awesome. Do you have somewhere to get that right now, or no?
I'm be opening the store once we're done with this. I'm focused on this, but I am building the store slowly, and they'll be available on there. I have about 100 copies, so that's going to be one of the things I'll have on through the store. And then I got a few copies of Doomfade left, and then I got some other art and stuff I'll be putting on there.
Yeah, lots of detail in those the coloring books. Crazy cool monsters, and that's something I love about your artwork is the monsters you do. Super inspired, lots of fantasy stuff. Mm-hmm. And then you put out your first graphic novel, which is Doomfate.
Yes, which you lettered, by the way.
I did do the letters on this whole book. It was an awesome experience, lots of fun. The sound effects really, like on here, I learned just to go crazy with the sound effects. We had a lot of cool moments here in action.
Yeah, that was fun.
Giants, barbarians, and so this set kind of the stage for the universe that you were building.
Correct.
That you're expanding with this new magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so cool. There's Valeria, badass barbarian babe.
Oh,
yeah. So how would talk about that for a second? Like doing Doomfate and kind of branching out from just this story into a whole world.
Well, even go back to the coloring book. Mythzar started it. It was. I had a whole world, and he's like the most powerful sorcerer on NOVETERRA. So he writes all these books and says things. He's even going to have a little bit of talking here in this book, Tales of NOVETERRA. So you'll hear some of his narration a little bit, but I was headed that Doomfate is just one little story out of the whole world I wanted to tell. So that was kind of the start. And I wanted to tell a story about these barbarians and how they honor these gods and everything. And there's something more to it. And one particular character, Valeria, she's the main character of it, but there's some other side characters, but she's the main character. And just all the things that she goes through. It's going to be like at least 8 issue, big graphic novels of it. So when I was doing Doomfate, some of the characters have backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just was not going to get to them. It was 60-page book.
Yeah.
And I cut that down from like 90. And then there was also all this extra stuff, backgrounds on some of the characters I wanted to do. And there was just no way. It was like, it didn't fund it a ton of money. I would have loved to do some ash cans and stuff, but it just wasn't at the time. So I shelved these stories, and this kind of book is like, so I decided, hey, I like the old Savage Sword of Conan's and pulp, pulp sword and sorcery stuff and D&D and stuff like that. So I decided, like, let's put this all together. Let me get some artists who can do it justice, so I'm not drawing everything, and then and just go for it. So that's where Tales of NOVETERRA came from.
I think this is perfect for right now because I'm not too familiar with this genre, but everything I'm seeing coming out right now, I feel like you're one of the only, you got your stuff, and then like Kozor would be like another kind of fantasy barbarian-esque story going on. And not a lot of people are putting this stuff out, but the people that I talk to, they're really into this stuff, whether it be fantasy novels, movies, a big, tabletop game following with D&D and stuff like that. So there seems to be a hunger for this kind of art, these stories, and going back to the classic heroic tales of just being badasses. You see how influential Conan was on everything that came after it, and even just the Conan film, super popular. So I think this is a great idea to put something out like this and in this format too, because it's kind of a lost medium to have these kind of, you know, short stories, vignette style anthology captured in one universe. I dig that.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. It's and it's also like a harken back to those magazines. It's in black and white. It's going to be 48 pages minimum. It's going to be in magazine size format. So all the art was drawn wider and, you know, bigger than normal, so that it can scale up very well. This isn't a floppy. This isn't a graphic novel size. This is, you know, a large, you know, 8.5 by 11, which is bigger than that. So
yeah,
you're going to open it. You're going to see some amazing art when it, you know, in the cover too.
Jump out. And you got some artists where, you know, the more room they have to breathe, the better. That's going to be so cool. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Odd Jobs is in the chat. What's up? Thanks for being here. This might be a bot. I'm not sure. But if you're not, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here. I just can't read what that says. Hey Passion Backer 81.
Thank you, Odd Jobs. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. 24 Eyes in the chat. General Piggy, Rick Saylor, my man. And I saw her in it. Amanda B. What's up, Amanda? Hope you're having a great day.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Passmaster Dan. What is up? Bot reported. There you go. Thanks, Passmaster Dan. I appreciate it. Tell me about this cover, because when you showed me this, and you told me that you're I think I seen the line art to this, and you're like, Ink Spots is gonna digitally paint this. I'm like, oh man, I couldn't even imagine what that would look like. And this is just literally what this needed. This is exactly what you think of when you talk about a fantasy magazine like this, and it's mind-blowing. It blows me away. There's nothing else out there right now that is looking like this. He totally killed it.
Yeah, it's my pencils, you know, they were not super tight, but good enough for ink. Ink did most of the work. And I wanted to like get those old Conan Dungeons and Dragons kind of covers where it was always like Conan's saving a hot chick from some monster.
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted to do. If you were all to line them up and just look at them, they all had the Frazetta stuff. Everybody that did those covers, there's some kind of, they were told that's put that on the cover, even though it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the story inside.
Exactly.
This does, you know, this image does, but
cool.
It was just, you know, I thought it was a good harken back. And Ink Spots was really good. He's a good painter that I wanted to get to do it. So
yeah, I remember seeing kind of the Cobra character in the trailer really quick. So that's really going to be awesome to see this. 1 second here. Let's see. Bancroft's in the chat says, Shant Raid. Thank you guys who were over at Shant's channel for coming over here. I don't know if he's done, but I appreciate you guys being here. We have a special guest, Passion for Drawing, talking about Tales of NOVETERRA. But if you guys have seen him on previous channels talking about this book, this stream's even better because we have Tommy Patterson here.
Yes.
Doing a lot. Look at this. He just started this, doing a live drawing.
Oh, wow. That looks great.
One of Passion's characters from Tales of NOVETERRA. This is something Tommy and I have been wanting to do for a while, or when we do these promo streams, just to make it a little different. You know, I'll be doing the talking here. You know, Tommy, I have him permanently muted, right? Because we don't need to hear his voice. But but he's going to be on here drawing with us. This is the first time we're doing this, trying to kind of test this out. You guys let us know how you feel about that. I think it's pretty awesome.
I think it's a cool idea.
We just started. 10 minutes into this, and already got some thick blue lines down. Look at that. All right. Can't wait to see this. And if you could beat the clock, maybe we'll have a special beat the clock title for these streams.
How much time do we have?
All day.
Yeah, I can't.
14 minutes in. Okay.
I never learned to tell time, Tommy.
No, yeah, that's Armis, and he's on the cover too. He's from Doom Fate. He's older in Doom Fate. He's like in his 40s. But
no joke. I keep a pile of my Frazetta books over here, and I'll look through those damn things a lot. Like probably once a month.
Yeah, I got a couple of art books. They're expensive. The Frazetta books are not easy to get. I got lucky and picked up a couple of them secondhand. Yeah, Armis is like a cool character. He's kind of like my Conan stand-in character in this story. In the book, he's younger. He's first starting out. So
That's what's cool too. So people that have read Doom Fate already, they're gonna recognize some characters. They'll recognize the world, kind of the stuff you've established, like the guardsmen and the tradesmen, stuff like that.
yes.
That is essential to the world. But these are basically standalone stories too. That's what I dig about this stuff that you're doing here. And going back to the cover here, you have, like you said, those three main things that you need for these fantasy covers. And it's very pulpy too. Like even, Conan and that stuff, those started as pulps, right? Wasn't Conan a pulp?
Yes. Yeah, he was in a fantasy magazine. That's where Howard started writing him.
Yeah.
So
and you have you need the badass guy, the babe, and the danger, like either a monster, or if you're talking about other genres, gangster or something like that. So this is just killing it. And Shanta's here himself. Thank you so much for heading over here and bringing your people. Get some lights on, get some eyes on this book, and Tommy's awesome rendition of Passion's character here, looking like a badass.
Looking great.
Ooh, that's sick. All right, let's look at some other pages here. That's an amazing cover. And like you said, there's going to be multiple stories in this, ranging from sequential art, all black and white, and then you're also going to have some other stuff which we'll get into. But let's talk about this. Pat Maxton, man, he's some of the best black and white art I've seen. His inks he lays down, these really deep blacks. It's totally, you see his stuff and it's like, oh, that's doodle bags right there, very distinct.
Yeah, and he draws women beautifully, so I couldn't we had to get him in for the spicy page.
Yeah.
So I think it's some of the best work he's done. He's done some other great work, but this is he did 6 pages. Every page is fantastic, I think. He's my Buscema, as close as we're going to get to Buscema. And he did a fantastic job. His story is about Armis. He goes to the east when he's young because he's kind of a badass already in where he lives. So he decides to go out and adventure a little bit. And this is one of his first adventures. And you can see what kind of adventuring he has.
Yeah.
It's called Spite Your Face. So, that saying, cut your nose to spite your face. It's kind of a play off of that. So, it's pretty awesome story. I wish I could show more, but everything is one and done story. So, but this one is just his first, adventure kind of.
He's tall, man. And is he like his race is abnormally tall, like bigger than regular humans?
Yeah, he's a Valerian. He's about 7'2".
Wow.
So there's a page in there where you'll see in the beginning of that's like the second page where he's standing. Literally, his sword is as tall as a person. His sword is about 5 foot.
Yeah.
So he just wields that. He's a great swordsman and fighter himself. So you'll see that in the book. Just how tall they are. So yeah, all the Valerians are like that. They're quite tall.
We got some more people in the chat. And Proby's in the chat. Matt Fowler, Devil Flyer was up. Sumo Thori, good to have you here. Bancroft says these blacks. How deep are we talking? They're very deep.
High K values.
Yeah, set those K values. Teflon Ron is here. What is up? 7'2" is still shorter than Phil and Brandon. That's not true.
That's not true. I'm not that tall, and they're not much taller than me.
Yeah, you're a tall guy. And now look at this. Now this is where the bigger size pages comes into play here. You need that. I can't wait to see Joe's work on that side of a page. Now, what's this story about? Of course, we have the amazing John Joe Ball on the pencils and inks here. And this guy, what is this weapon, man? It's not like a hammer.
No, it's his name is Helios. He's in Doom Fate. So if you're at Doom Fate, you know what happens to him. This is kind of a flashback. It's called The Front. And the front is basically a war that's been going on for 1,000 years on this wall. And think of like in Lord of the Rings where they have the Black Gate and it's in Mordor. They're basically trying to keep Mordor from breaking out, and they've been doing this for about 1,000 years. And this is Helios. He's a hero of the Valerians, big dude. He's like 7'6". He's huge. That weapon he's holding is basically, it's a mace, but think of a mace. It's made out of metal. At the end of it is a beer keg, and it's solid metal. So he's just swinging a beer keg around solid metal, and you just it's like a big, huge a roller, that you see they roll on the streets and stuff. It basically, he took the drum of that and he just uses it as a weapon. So
that's crazy.
And
this guy's a total Chad.
Oh yeah, and Joe did a great job with it. There's a lot of battle scenes. This is one of the tamer pages, so it's 7 pages of Joe Ball. So.
That's crazy. All blood and guts. Oh, that's great. And these guys too. You're saying this war or this battle has been going on for so many years. These guys that are there, it's all they do is war.
Right.
So they're hardened badasses that are going to get the job done.
They're all required to do. All the great warriors in all of Noveterra are required to do like a 3-year stint on the front. So you're enlisted if you like it or not. So this is kind of like about war and what because Helios is like the hero of the Valerians. He's considered the hero. He's going to be the big hero.
There's a question in the chat here. Are you ever going to do a colored version eventually?
I don't think so. You look at Joe's work. I just don't know how you color that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think these guys all actually did the art where they knew coloring wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do it in a couple of stories, but once you see it all in black and white, I think you'll understand. I think I got the best guys to do black and white.
I agree,
and I don't think it needs to be colored. I know people love color and they want color and everything, but and A and B, it keeps costs down
for sure.
The book, so we can get you pass it on the savings to all of you. So
definitely,
this book would be $35 a book if it was colored.
Yeah. So. And the size alone too. All right, there's another question here. Are you team sticker or bookmark? Passion for drawing.
We don't have either. We have what's called Pat Maxon did it's called a vertical page saver print.
Yeah,
I came up with that term.
That's
the original. It's not a bookmark at all.
Yeah, it sounds like it's better than a sticker and a bookmark combined.
Yeah, well, sticker bookmarks.
I might do that. I was thinking of doing the first sticker bookmark.
Sticker bookmark. Yeah, just stick it on the pages.
For the next one. What do you think? What do you think, Tommy? Stickers or bookmarks?
Bookmarks.
Oh, he says the bookmarks. The chat's going to turn on you in a quick, Tommy. You've chosen poorly.
Show me something, dude. Stickers always look like shit on everything.
Well,
little kids get a hold of them. It's over, bro.
It's true. All right, here you go. Now this is another story, the third story. Tell me about this. It's Alan Alonso on the art here, looking awesome. Epic page.
And all these sequential stories are written by me. This is Alan Alonso. This one's about a character called Galen. He's in Doomfate again, but he's kind of he's a guardsman, and this is when early in his career, just starting out, and he always kind of played it safe, and he didn't really do much to make himself stick out or any kind of thing. So then he decides that he's gonna take a chance on something, and it ends up paying off for him. So this is early in his career. He's still young. In the Doomfate, he's got a long beard and it's gray, no hair. He's got shaved head. So
let me pull up a picture of him in Doomfate. I actually had a good one. He's got some really cool action in Doomfate too.
Yeah,
he's
an important character.
Yes, very wise. All right, here we go. This is a pretty good. page here before he kills all the.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yep.
Old, still jacked. And
Still
now
jacked.
this is something I wanted to go over too. For your stories in here, I remember you mentioning that they're all have to do with. Oh, look at that. So cool.
Yeah, each character got like a moment in the book. So
What is that?
Artemis being a badass and
Running up the
chopping head off.
chain. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you'll see more of them in the second Doom Fate.
But as you can see here, let me see if you see. Yeah, right here on in this upper panel here, he has these scars on his chest.
Correct.
Now, there's kind of a theme going on with Tales of Noveterra, where each of these sequential art comic stories deal with the character's scars. You want to talk about
Correct.
that?
Yeah, in Valerian culture, having a scar and having a story behind it is considered good. It's like you get more stature, you're more respected. And in this one is pretty much how he gets that scar on his chest.
Oh, cool.
I won't say how, but in the story behind it and everything behind it. Same thing with, and not all scars are physical. So like in Helios' case, it's kind of going to be, he's going to have scars all over him because he's in a war all the time, but that's mostly mental scars. And then Armis's scar, I don't want to say what that one is. They'll run the story, but, and then,
sorry.
even the last story will have a scar aspect to it, even though that's about orcs. But that's the bond between the four stories is how these scars are all the tales behind them and how they get them. So.
Yeah, the thing I like about your writing is it seems to be very thought out because you're talking about the scars here, and even with the characters you have in Doom Fate. Like here is a picture of Helios from Doom Fate, and you just said, he's got those scars all over his body, and he's drawn like that in the book. Like here he is.
Yeah, he just has them
everywhere.
all over, and he walks around with no shirt on. So what they do is they'll show him off.
Yeah,
that's the point, is to show them off, and you get. Like, oh wow, look at all the scars over that dude, and they get asked, hey, how did you get that scar? And you can tell a story for each one, sit there and tell, and it gets a lot of respect. The more scars you have, and also depends on what kind of scar you have. Yeah. So, Galen here, his scar is important. It's not huge, it's not big. He doesn't have 50 of them, but the scar is important. So. Yeah,
but that's what scars equal clout. That's right.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah,
for sure. But that's why I dig. You're building this world, and you have everything. That's in it's canonical. And you're keeping that, so we could look back, and people that may not have read Doom Fate, they could grab a copy on the campaign, so they could have that even wider world and see where you're going in the future with the books that you're going to be putting out, because you're going to be going back to that Doom Fate storyline as well, right?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Yep, we'll go in there, and this will be a good. If you haven't read Doom Fate, that's fine, but this is a good jumping off point. And we'll be offering, if you don't get it this time, we'll be offering the first book again. It's offered on this campaign too as a catch up kind of deal. But if you just get this book and then you're like, hey, I want to do more Doom Fate. Hopefully in the summertime we'll launch the next book, and you'll be able to get the previous book, new cover. It'll be the second printing, but you'll be able to still get it, and it'll help enhance everything. This helps enhance it, but it's not required. There's no stories that like you go read Doom Fate to learn the rest of the story. There's
this isn't modern day comics.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and this is another story here by Preston Acevedo, killing it. If you guys love that, I mean, his stuff reminds me of Bisley. It's so cool. And the awesome thing about these stories is the art is all black and white, but it's so different from one another. Mm-hmm. He's actually using ink washes on this, right?
Yeah, ink washes and Copics, he told me. So
kick ass.
Yeah, it came out great. I mean, again, I'd love to show all these pages. He did 8 pages too. He did the most, and they're just all works of art. So I mean, if you were into heavy metal and all that stuff,
Yeah.
he's fantastic for that. Or Bisley, he's got that
Mhm.
Bisley feel, and his pages are laid out fantastically. I wish I could show everybody everything, but boy, man, these pages are.
His layouts are great. I love that he chooses these very harsh panelings for the
Mhm.
crazy moments. The brutal, sudden action here with the gore, and doing kind of the panels are scarred into the page for extra emphasis on that, and just the way he pushes characters into the foreground just in black and white by using those Copics. I can't wait to read this. And this character too has a connection to some of the characters in Doomfate as well.
Yeah, well, this is Zog. This is War Commander Zog. This story is about War Commander Zok. War Commander Zok is in Doomfate for just a moment, and this is kind of his origin story a little bit. In the Orcs, they do a couple things. You don't have a name, so if you're just a peon or grunt, that's all you are. You have
cool.
no name.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get a name as an Orc is to take someone's name from them or their title, and so this is why you usually take on the name a little bit of the previous person you took it from, and that's how brutal it is. So you always got to be watching your back. You never know what's going to happen, but then that. So it's called Seize the Moment. So let's just say, so you get to see what's going on with that. It's pretty cool. It's got Wizard Tower in it. It's got orcs. It's got tentacles. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. He did it.
Yeah.
The detail on Preston's pages is fantastic on this one. So, and it's in large format. You see it. It's just going to look beautiful. It's going to look great.
Dude, that Wizard Tower, I saw that page, and it might be in the trailer too. We'll take a look at it. It is freaking awesome. It reminds me of like Dark Tower or Lord of the Rings stuff. It's totally in this style, perfect for it. Preston is a god. Let's see, Peregrine got my vote for cover of the year 2020. Preston rocks. Yeah, that painted Peregrine cover was badass. But yeah, again, if you guys have not grabbed Doomfate, here's an example of some of the orc action in Doomfate, and now this is all your art in there.
Yeah. So like on the right there, that's War Commander Zok, and then the guy in the middle is Death Grip. He's the head of the whole clan. And then the guy on the left is oh man, I'm blanking out. But he's a Pillage Commander, Blurg. Pillage Commander Blurg.
Blurg,
and, he's the head of the guys. There's the role playing part of this. He's actually, you get to play an adventure where he comes and invades. Like at the end of the book, they talk about it, and he goes and invades the town that you're there to help. So
look at this lettering.
Awesome. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That was fun to do.
Number 3 or 4 letter in CG.
Number 2. Let's see what other Preston got my vote for best cover on Beardzerker. He did a really kick-ass, crazy Beardzerker cover. It kind of made no sense at all, but it was still cool.
Yeah. But his pages here are fantastic.
Yeah. And he's doing some extra stuff too, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
For people coming up tomorrow, some crazy sketch cards. That's going to be awesome. We'll take a look at those. And then, so you get through the comics, or the sequential art here with these short stories about these heroes, or these
20 pages of awesome art and ass kickery. So
yeah. That's going to be crazy.
Good stories, good characters. They're all very strong.
Lots of action, it seems like. And then we also have 4 traditional stories for those classic pulpy fantasy lovers out there. Here at CG, we could be intellectuals. We could read letters, but they have to be paired with badass art. So look at this. This is some crazy stuff. So you have 4 stories with some artists on here. I know Sim was in the chat earlier saying he's doing some badass pieces to go along with some of these stories. Eddie Winkler has one of his artists doing some amazing art. This is great. Look at that. I love this crazy wizard guy.
I mean, if
Now,
you want to talk about what you're doing.
yeah. So I'm writing a story for this as well. And can I talk about the prompts, like just that basic?
Yeah. Just don't give the story away.
Sure. Yeah. So I was talking about this on Crackheads last night. You know, Passion is really awesome to work with because he gives you a very wide canvas to work on. So his prompt was basically he wanted to see the day in the life of a shopkeeper who's running a magic shop in this town of Stormfall that he established in Doomfate. And I'll pull up a really cool double-page spread from Doomfate to show that off. So just imagine this. This is your town here. Beautiful. All these shops. You got badass blacksmiths, bratty kids running around. And he basically was like, talk about this guy's day, this old shopkeeper guy. And it was kind of a challenge being like, okay, how do I do that to make it fantasy it up, put some action in there, and make it really interesting?
In like 2 pages.
Yeah. So that's going to be the story. It's has creepy elements to it, and lots of magic involved and mysticism. Maybe a bratty kid or two, but it's going to have awesome illustrations. We've seen some of the sketches of those. Those are going to be awesome to announce. I can't wait to see them done.
Yep.
And it's going to be the first time that I've really written something like this where it's just a story, just prose writing, and it's going to be published in here. So I'm really excited. If you guys like the stuff I've been putting out, definitely need to pick up this book.
Yeah, and you did a great job. You did a great job, and all the art writers did too, like Edwin and Mark Middleton and Eddie Winkler. You all have different styles too. Like if you all thought the artists are all different, the writers all have different styles, and you will see it in the writing. And they're all good at what they do. Like Ace's story is about guardsmen. It's kind of what it is to be honorable, because guardsmen are kind of like samurai or knights of barbarians in my world. And then you got Eddie Winkler's story here. It's another kind of, this one ties a little bit into Doomfate more, but it's not required. But these are 2 guardsman characters that he introduced, and we're going to do a little bit more with later on because they're pretty cool characters. And his story is really cool and creepy and interesting.
It seems like it. Just this image is like, oh, I want to read this.
Fantastic. That's
the hands coming out of the ground.
That's like by Gabriel Catano. He's done stuff on Sovereign Wolf and stuff like that. So fantastic artist. There's a couple other pieces he did. And then Mark Middleton's thing is about huntsmen, which are kind of like hunters out in the wild, and they protect, nature and stuff like that. They're more nature-esque. And that's his story is about that. And just really cool stories, man. It was like I just gave, this is what I wanted to see. Here's the prompt. Yeah. And I let you all kind of go with it and see what you could do. And you all did fantastic work. So I'm very happy.
This is going to be awesome. Fowler says, day in the life of the items guy. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, well, I want to eventually do an RPG someday. A role-playing game based on this, and it's called I'll put it out, it's called Crypt Breaker, and that the whole idea behind that is the whole world in Noveterra, there's this underground seedy thing of how to get magic items, and hopefully Phil's story, we can start out a little bit with that and how that kind of opened the door for that and get more into it. So that's what I want to do with Crypt Breaker, and that would be the whole world, RPG if I ever get to do that. So
that would be awesome. Yeah, speaking of RPGs, you have this role-playing section of the book, kind of, I guess, introducing that aspect, right?
Yeah, there's most sword and sorcery people are into some kind of D&D stuff, so it's actually a thing that's in Doomfate is mentioned where Pillage Commander Blurg is sent to Lone Home to go attack it. So basically, that's not going to be in the comics anywhere. But you get to be in the adventure. You're in Lone Home when that happens. So you get to be almost part of the comic.
That's gonna
and
be
how
cool.
that goes down. So it could be a separate adventure all by itself because it could be a generic orc attacks a town kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But introduces you, and you could start with new characters. There's also going to be a creature compendium and character compendium at the end. This is one creature from Joe Ball's story. This is a cage giant. He goes around and grabs giant or people off the battlefield, throws them in these cages, and lets them rot there. Or he swings around and he does all this stuff. There's different kinds of monsters and other characters. Like the
And
two
this is your
characters.
art, right?
What's that?
This is your art, correct?
Yeah, this is my
Yeah,
piece.
that's badass, man.
I'm doing all the art for the RPG stuff. So
That's burning houses and huts down here. Yeah, I love the way you do
dead horse. Yeah.
giants and the scale of them. They just feel so grand. All this smoke coming up, like this is just doom coming. This guy's awake. It's so cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's going to be in the RPG section. And then you have a bunch of stuff coming up. Stretch goals. This is probably my favorite Joe Ball piece that I've ever seen. This is amazing when he did this double page.
So I'm working on that like last year.
Yeah,
that was last summer. Yeah, yeah, he did this, and it's fantastic. I mean, yeah, the detail on it is
What does he
out
ink
of this
with?
world.
Anybody know?
What does he ink with?
Does he do microns or what?
Yeah, he uses microns. It's all microns.
That's crazy.
He buys them by the case.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it feels like the last 5 or 6 years they've run out of ink so fast, man. I bet he's going through like a case per drawing.
Yeah, this
That's
microns and anything, jelly rolls. You know, use jelly rolls and whiteout and stuff like that. So,
insane. So this is gonna be a poster when you get funded, correct?
Yes, this will be the first official stretch goal, and then we go up from there. We'll keep adding stuff all throughout as we go up till we start shipping. So
Passion, we got our first super chat.
Oh my gosh, you get super chats now?
I guess so. I got to tell Brandon. Maybe he's watching.
Oh shit! Look at that.
First super chat ever.
Love, passion for drawing. Cheers, fellas. 6 a.m. comics. Oh, cool.
Hail 6 a.m. Thank you,
yeah,
brother.
6 a.m. Like, I think I was the first one to have him do stickers for my campaign for Doom Fate. I believe I was the first one. I wasn't the first one to get him to do drawings, but I think I was the first one to do stickers with him. So he did the stickers for Doom Fate, which hopefully we get him for the next Doom Fate, do another set with more characters to cover.
I need like a celebration thing to play here. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm so nervous.
We finally got the hours, huh?
Want me to sing? You want me to sing a song? I'll sing a song.
No one wants this. Seriously.
Please, Tommy. I'm trying to. Please.
God damn. Yeah. Here you go.
You don't even know what that's from.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. It's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's what's the reference.
I'm not a weeb. 6 a.m.
No.
Don't you forget, you're my #1 customer.
Exactly.
Right, brother. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy. Made my day. Made my day better.
You get like 25 cents of that.
That's fine.
I'm changing my name from the kid to the Lucky Charm, bro.
Yeah, the Lucky Charm, Tommy. Let's check in on Tommy's awesome.
Holy cow!
Here. Look at that. Woo!
That looks sexy.
Badass.
Looks great, dude.
So dynamic. I love it.
Thank you.
Kicking ass, brother. Keep kicking ass. Yeah, and yeah, you guys just tuned in. Tommy Patterson here, the comic guy. Tommy the comic guy on Twitter, I think is his handle. He's been killing it. Yeah, DA. He's been killing it. He drew the whole book that I wrote for Malin for the Graveyard Shift 4, the supplemental Brahm. That's our whole book there, and it's gonna blow you guys away. And we're trying to, show his face more and show his art talent off. So we get him on more streams. We'll probably do this more for when we do kick-ass promo streams. So
yeah, wait till you see Tommy's stuff. It looks great.
Yeah, Tommy's killing it, man.
Great.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Get him on the show.
Yeah, Death is still up there. Brandon says, I knew the whole time. He just didn't tell me. God damn it.
You believe that? I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. People, I think they didn't like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure thing. Sweet mother. What did I just watch? The man time. You haven't been tuned into the hardline. You don't see that the bonk play. Let's see. Drawn Sword Graphics. Thanks for tuning in. First time I've seen you in the chat. Joe Ball said he uses Faber-Castell Pitt artist pens. Well,
He uses those too. But he mostly uses microns. I've seen him drawing. Phil and I both have like visual confirmation.
Yeah, I never pay attention to what he's using. I go blind from his art.
Sure.
Another super chat, $5. Sumo Authority, great job waiting 45 minutes into the stream before announcing you could get super chats now. I didn't know. There was this whole thing where Brandon was trying to set up the whole monetization because we had enough hours, but it wasn't going through. So we just decided not to announce it until we knew it would happen.
So now it is.
All right, and you showed off a little bit more. This is another stretch goal. So 6K. Now this is amazing. This guy needs to do more stuff. Anthony Figueroa.
Yes, fantastic piece. Good guy. Anthony is good dude. I colored this, but he did all the line work on it. It's fantastic. This is a character that appears in Alan Alonso's story with Galen. This is a guy called Gorvos, and he is the head of the guardsmen at the time. So, but he's one of the rare guardsmen. A lot of them, they use like melee weapons. He's one of the few that he uses bows. So cool. He's not a huntsman. You would think he'd be a huntsman, but he's not. So he can use swords too, but it's just, he's not a hunter. He's
the pose is perfect. It reminds me of just like Wolverine, just like Wolverine hunched there, ready to kick ass. Like, this is such a badass pose. The colors are on point on this one. The bow looks so unique and cool. Like, I feel like we don't see a lot of bows over here in CG.
Not enough. He'd be a cool character later on. I'd like to do some different stories with him, but he's just kind of introduced first. The design and everything is mine, but he did it way better. All these guys did like my characters way better than I do.
They're killing it. It's awesome to get to see the interpretations and what these artists can bring to the table with these characters of you're creating and stuff. Let's see here. Another super chat. Sons of Liberty Radio. Phil lies. I was his #1 customer the other night when I popped the Zaid Comics website, Jerry. Now I want a refund. I'm sorry, brother. We're actually those books are going out today. But yeah, I mean, everybody. We have a lot of #1 customers. What can I say? But yeah, if you guys are going to super chat, just back this book because it's kick ass and you're going to get a lot out of it. You're going to have an awesome story by me and a bunch of other people, some great writing by Passion, and killer art by all of these.
It's nice of you to say, yeah. The writing. I mean, you're a good writer too, so.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I loved Doomfate, and this stuff just looks so great. And hearing, the other artists talking about working with you when Preston was saying like your script and stuff and how you were doing stuff like kind of like Marvel method and going in that way and just giving a lot of wiggle room for these artists to be very creative,
Yeah, hopefully this will be a success and maybe we can get Tommy to do something someday. I'd like to bring more artists on. I got a wish list. I would love to keep doing this stuff and do more art and do more, cool stories and fantasy stuff. I have more characters outside of Doomfate that I could add. It's just I have more ideas than I have, time to draw everything. So it'd be cool to get everybody in on it, as many people as I could. So
Teflon Ron says we need to see the JoJo clip for all these super chats.
It's like 2 minutes long.
Reminds me of the FF villain Ahab a bit. Fantastic Four villain. You remember that guy? He just had a harpoon.
Yeah. I remember him.
Where's
a little
this art,
bit,
Tommy?
yeah, a little bit.
Tommy, what are you doing? Where's this art?
I'm scanning it.
Oh, okay.
You want to make sure he has a pencil version.
Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly.
That a little bit of Vanilla Ice right there. I can dig it. I dig that. I did.
Is your cat here? We don't have a cat. No cat. Your daughter. That's cool as ice. Is about one of the best lines in movies ever. I love that part. That makes me.
So in high school, not a lot of people know this. I was in a pretty popular band. Okay, I was the singer, the front. They call it the front man back in the day. We call that. So I was the front man in the band.
It's called the Lost Pages.
No, it was called Spy. What a great name for a band, Spy. SPY. That's great. You guys could look it up sometime. But for my high school talent show, we played 2 songs, and then I was buddies with the theater kid that would work the lights. So we shut all the lights off in the auditorium, and then a projection screen dropped down and projected our logo on the projection screen, which Brandon designed. And then we, my black friend came out and we did Ice Ice Baby on the stage.
So it was kind of like the Super Bowl show. The other
Exactly.
night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't hanging upside down though. Yeah. But yeah, it was great. It's on YouTube, I think, somewhere.
Phil
That's
played
all right.
Phil was the diva. He played the diva part.
Did they like? Yeah. Did he like come up and take your piece off like Justin Timberlake did?
No, I put a
nip.
vest, like a shiny, almost metallic vest on that my brother made for me. It was my rap.
Sounds almost as cringy as that bonk thing you played.
Yeah. Let's see. Sumo Authority says, I just spent my Michael Bancroft super chat money on Phil. Now they must compete and to entertain me. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, brother.
Bancroft left a long time ago.
Yeah.
He stomped off.
Yeah, he doesn't stay in a stream more than 5 minutes.
Let's see here. And here's this is thanks Brandon for linking the band YouTube video. Now everyone's gonna go watch that. Watch it later, or don't watch it at all. You don't have to watch it at all. That would be good. All right, let's take a look at how long does that take to scan, Tommy?
It's scan. I'm just give me a sec. I'm being a boomer right now. I'm trying to what do I do to share the screen? No, I don't want to share the whole screen. I might give away something top secret. So share slides.
I don't know. Just share the screen. Just make
from my computer. We're currently PDF.
Take the top secret thing off of the screen, Tommy. Minimize it.
All right, hang on. Let me close up my email.
While we do that, let me share this trailer. It's a cool trailer.
That's not boomer.
All right, let's see here. Y'all ready for this? Wait, what just happened? Damn it. No, I boomered it. No! There we go. Back it.
Can
There
you
you
get
go.
much better than
Life don't get much better than this.
that?
Yeah.
Did you figure it out, Tommy?
Did you figure it
Yeah,
out?
it says it's right here.
Oh yeah, I do see it. I'm going to add it to stream.
There you go.
Oh,
Very cool.
All right, you made a zoom in. Let me zoom in here a little.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That looks amazing.
Jacked.
Look at that big thumb. Big thumbnail right there.
Big thumb, tiger claw.
Big hands. That's the way it's supposed to go.
This is awesome. Yeah, I think it went well.
I think it went very well. It looks great.
I think
Thank you,
you.
Tommy.
You're welcome. I'll send you just follow me on Twitter or whatever if you don't already, and I'll send you a high res version of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Kick-ass. Look at this. Making magic happen here on the Zade Comics channel. We got super chats. We got Tommy doing kick-ass art.
Do not tell John about this.
Yeah. He doesn't watch our channel anyway, so don't worry about it. Actually,
I bet he does.
he does. He lurks. He doesn't say anything. He just watches.
Well, I'm on the channel. He's not going to watch.
Yeah, he might. I don't know. He's scouting out, keeping tabs.
So I need like 50 minutes to be able to pull off a no background full character.
50 minutes?
50 minutes.
An hour is good. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll try to lengthen these out to those. I usually do 30, but if we want to do this again, Tommy, you could.
Let the super chats roll in.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I appreciate that, guys. That is crazy. Awesome stream. Really appreciate that. Yeah, lots of dynamic movements. There you go. Rand in the chat. What's up, Rand? Did Spy ever play at the Fireside Bowl? No, never. We played at Ashbury's Coffee House.
Oh, God.
Where they do, I guess they have stand-up comedy some there, and then spoken poetry. That was years ago, though. Yeah. But everyone, go back. The Amazing Tales of NOVETERRA. It is live now on Indiegogo. 64% funded. We got to get to that end stretch goal of 5K. 18 days left, Bastion.
In the first 30, yeah.
Yeah, in the first 30, that's true. And I assume you're going to be extending because this bad boy is almost done. You have all of the sequential art finished.
Yeah, the sequential's done. The writing, all you guys' stories is done. It's being edited and stuff like that. We got some revisions, of course. The D&D part's all written, being tested. And then there's just a couple pieces of just art here and there that need to be put in. And then the whole thing's slapped together and sent to the printer. So all the really like the cover and the sequentials, those are all done. Those,
yeah.
And then we need to do the lettering, but all the dialogue for the lettering is done. So those are going through some edits too, and that just gets sent to the letterers, and they do their thing. It's because that's almost at the end of the process anyway. So
right, and I heard you talking yesterday that you wanted to be the first CG book delivered early.
Yes. So I think if the stars align just right, get editing done here. We get funded. The earlier we get funded, the sooner I can start wrapping everything up. But
right, exactly.
But hopefully we can get done. I'd like to be shipping in June. I mean, the ship date is July, but with the printing and everything going on with paper and stuff like that, I don't know if I want to give myself time just in case. But it'd be nice to have it to boom. We can just get it out to people and go from there. So, but yeah, sure. I'd like to be the first CG book to be early. It's my goal.
Yeah, so guys, spread the word about this. If you can't back now, if you're signed into Indiegogo, hit the heart follow button. That'll light up and it'll let you know anytime he puts out an update. So it'll remind you that you
don't
need
forget
to back
tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, and tomorrow. Exactly. Thank you.
Speaking of updates, it's in the updates.
Here you go. So tomorrow, talk about this, Patrick.
Preston Acevedo was kind enough to do 4 sketch cards for the campaign. These are sketch card size. These are painted. These are critically painted pieces.
Those look cool.
Yeah,
thank you.
Crazy cool.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job on them. And it's the Oni that Armis is fighting in one page. that he did. You saw it in the trailer where Armis is jumping at it.
Yeah.
So he did this cool Oni demon kind of looking thing, and then did Armis, which Tommy just drew, and then his version of it. And then we got Galen, and we got War Commander Zoc, what he looks like later on. So these are, like I said, he told me these are acrylically painted on nice thick board. These are pieces of Preston art. You can get paintings from Preston very easily.
Yeah.
You can get some pages out of them and stuff like that, but a painting, it's this. So these look fantastic. We're gonna have some other artists doing some more sketch cards here real soon. I think it just help out the campaign a little bit. So those will be on 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I'm gonna put them up as 4 separate things.
All right, cool.
And then whoever gets this, hopefully you can get them real fast. But I'm going to put 4 separate entries for, one single one for each one. I think that'll work out better. And people can whoever grabs what they can. But I think they're all fantastic.
They're going to be so cool. One of a kind, very special. If you guys dig original art, this is a perfect way to get it and paint it, which is outstanding. That's going to be really, really awesome to see that and see how fast this goes. So if you guys are wanting some original art, get ready. 5 p.m. Central tomorrow. You'll be able to grab those. Teflon Ron says, yes, fulfillment first is a good thing. Yeah, Passional has all of his ducks in a row.
Been working on this for over a year.
Yeah, but putting the time and work into this, building this world, building up the lore of NOVETERRA throughout the years, and he delivers. I have 2 books by him already, so he gets this stuff done.
3 books.
Yeah, this is the 3rd one.
No, well, Grave Robbers book I did.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did Grave Robbers. In between that, he illustrated a full book.
Don't short them, man. Quit trying to short him, bro.
And then I know for a fact that the Raging Golden Eagle, the Blade Devil, is going to be shipping here within the next couple of weeks.
I totally forgot to talk about it. Yeah, so you did Grave Robbers, which is a Western horror book. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Already fulfilled by Mark Middleton. All the illustrations by you. And then you did a story for Raging Golden Eagle for Blade Devil, another short story. And that is, I saw the proofs. He already has the proofs, and I think he's going to print. He's probably already at the printers right now.
They're coming in. The books are coming in. He's going to be shipping.
Awesome.
So, I'm going to be on him later tonight. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So, guys, tune into Raging Golden Eagles tonight. I know he has. Do you know who else is going to be on there with you?
I don't know.
Not sure. Well, yeah, tune in for that. And back to book. Grab this. Tell your friends. Tweet it out. Everything helps support this bad boy.
Please back to book.
Yeah. Other than that, what else is going on? Before we get out of here, I don't think anything else is kick-ass Tommy piece. What do you got, Tommy? Where can people find you if they want to?
They can find me on Twitter, retweeting political bullshit that nobody cares about. At Tommy the Comic Guy. I'll post some art. I'll put this up there. How about that? I'll put that scan up.
Yeah. And, put that up there and then link the campaign there. That would be great.
Guy.
Yeah, link the campaign. And I'll tell people. Go back.
I appreciate that, Tom. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and then check out the Lost Pages. We're probably going to print this week for the main book. The ash cans are already being printed. We got a lot of stuff in the works this year for our books and some crazy collabs with other artists. Tommy and Passion are going to be doing some stuff for us this year as well. I can't wait to show that off and talk about that. But other than that, hit the like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Let everybody know we're monetized. I can't believe that. That's awesome. Thank you guys who super chatted. Thank you who watched and were here with us, and spread the word about this awesome book. We'll see you guys next time. Okay. Have a good one.
This kid's definitely on crack right now.
Yeah.